for our annual reorganization meeting. Would everybody please rise and join us for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, thank you. Okay, Mr. Vols, would you be so kind as to administer the oath to Mr. Let me back up for 1 second, please. We did vote to accept the results of the budget and trustee vote at our planning session, but just to reiterate for anyone joining us, of course, the budget passed, and we are very grateful to the community for continuing to support education. Mr. McGinnis was reelected for another term, and Mr. Tussey was elected for his first term. So I want to congratulate both Mr. McGinnis and Mr. Tussey. And I also would like to thank Mr. Mahalik for his years of service on the board. So with that said, Mr. Vols, would you administer the oath to our newest board member, Mr. Tussey?
Thank you. I certainly will. And we're doing this in virtual format. There will be an oath book to be executed at the district office, but we'll go through the oath at this time. So Mr. Tussey, if you would please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Anthony Tussey.
I, Anthony Tussey.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of New York.
And the Constitution of the State of New York.
And that I will faithfully discharge the duties.
And that I will faithfully discharge the duties.
Of member of the Board of Education.
Of member of the Board of Education.
The West Islip Union Free School District.
West Islip Union Free School District.
West Islip, New York, according to the best of my ability.
West Islip, New York, according to the best of my ability.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Vols. Congratulations, Anthony.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Okay, can I have a nomination for the Office of President of the Board of Education for the 2020-2021 school year?
Mr. President. Mr. President, I need to administer the oath to Mr. McGinnis for the start of his new term as well.
Oh, I apologize. Didn't mean to cheat you, Mr. McGinnis. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Mr. McGinnis, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Ronald McGinnis,
I, Ronald McGinnis,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of Board of Education member,
the duties of Board of Education member,
West Islip Union Free School District,
West Islip Union Free School District,
West Islip, New York, according to the best of my ability.
West Islip, New York, according to the best of my ability.
Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Ron.
Congratulations.
Okay. Now can I have nomination for the Office of President of the Board of Education for the 2020-2021 school year?
Sure, Mr. Geller and fellow board members, I would like to nominate Mr. Steve Geller for president of the West Islip Union Free School District School Board 2021 school year.
I second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you all very much. I appreciate your continued confidence. Tom, you're going to swear me now? Or
Yes,
we're going to
sir.
do? Okay.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Stephen Geller,
I, Stephen Geller,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
President of the Board of Education,
President of the Board of Education,
West Islip Union Free School District,
West Islip Union Free School District,
West Islip, New York, according to the best of my ability.
West Islip, New York, according to the best of my abilities.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. And now can I have a nomination for the office of Vice President of the Board of Education for the 2020-2021 school year.
Mr. Geller,
Hi,
I would like
Steve.
to nominate Mr. Ron McGinnis as Vice President of the West Islip School Board for the 2020-2021 school year.
And I'd also like to nominate Pete McCann as well for Vice President of the West Islip Board of Education for the 2020-2021 school year.
Okay, Mr. Vols, what's my procedure here?
So you should call for a vote upon the initial nomination.
Okay, can I have a all in favor in favor of Mr. McGinnis as the Vice President of the Board of Education?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. I'm sorry, can I see hands raised, please? Missing. Okay. Okay,
Was that 3, Mr. Geller?
I believe it was.
You should call for a vote on the second nomination.
Okay. Can I have all those in favor of Mr. McCann for office of Vice President?
Aye.
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 Nay.
Okay. Okay, Mr. McCann will be the Vice President.
Thank you.
Mr. McCann, I administer the oath to you, sir. Would you please raise your right hand? Repeat after me. I, Peter McCann,
I, Peter McCann,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
Vice President of the Board of Education,
Vice President of the Board of Education,
West Islip Union Free School District,
West Islip Union Free School District,
West Islip, New York, according to the best of my ability.
West Islip, New York, according to the best of my ability.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Okay, congratulations.
Steve.
Okay. So technically, now is the time when I'm supposed to call the meeting to order, but please let the record reflect that all board members are present. Of course, we're not doing speakers from the public, but if anybody has a question that they'd like to ask, please feel free to do it via email, either to the superintendent or to the Board of Ed. Okay, can I have, all right, so number 7 is the appointment of board committees and liaisons. Please see item number 3 and /7 in your backup. And ordinarily, I would ask you all to submit them in writing to me, but if you can text them or email them to me tonight or tomorrow, that would be great. Can I have a motion for the appointment of the district clerk, 2020-2021, Mary Hock and Patricia Denninger as alternate?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for the appointment of district treasurer and deputy treasurer? That's Deborah Falcon, treasurer, Mary Hock, deputy treasurer.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for the appointment of Board of Registration as contained on your agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for the approval of the amount of the treasurer's bond for $1 million?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for the approval of the amount of the claims auditor bond for $1 million?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for the approval of Patricia Plumpton as the claims auditor?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for the approval of Robert Atella, purchasing agent?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for the approval of Maria McCarthy as deputy purchasing agent?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for the approval of Patricia Denninger as records access officer?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for the approval of R.S. Abrams as district auditor?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for the appointment of Thomas M. Bowles, PLLC, as attorney legal officer?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for the appointment of the chief school physicians as listed in item number 19?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for the designation of the Babylon Beacon, Islip Bulletin, and Newsday as the newspapers to be used for legal notices?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for the designation of JP Morgan Chase, HSBC, New York Class, Empire National Bank, and People's United Bank as a depositor or depositories?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for the approval of the appointment of the 2020-2021 Committee on Special Ed and Committee on Preschool Special Ed and alternates and secretaries as contained in the backup item number 22?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for the appointment of the district team new compact for learning as contained in item number 23 of your backup?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for the approval of the motion for the appointment of approval of the appointment of the Health and Wellness Committee as contained in your backup item number 24?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for the appointment of the impartial hearing officers as contained in item number 25 of your backup?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? I'm sorry, discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for the appointment of data protection officer, Lisa DeCibio?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, the following are considerations, not a vote, but please consider and let me know if there's any concerns about the data dates and building sites for the 2020-2021 regular and planning session meetings that are contained in your backup, item number 27A. And the date and time for the 2021 West Islip High School commencement exercise. The adoption of resolution regarding district's participation in ECIA Title I and other federal programs. And you can read the rest D through H, because those are all just considers. Can I have, jumping ahead to number 28, can I have a motion for the appointment of the Title IX compliance officers, being the Executive Director for Human Resources?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for the appointment of the Instructional Review Committee as listed in item number 29 of your backup?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for the appointment of person authorized to accept service regarding subpoenas and lawsuits as Patricia Denninger and Mary Hock as the alternate?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for the appointment of the entire Board of Education as the Audit Committee?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for the appointment of Cullen and Danowski LLP as internal auditor?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for the approval of cell phone use according to board policy number 5570, is listed in item number 33 in your backup?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for the adoption of the resolution empowering the board president to authorize member attendance at conferences, workshops, conventions in accordance with board policy number 2320 as listed in item number 34 of your backup?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, can I have a motion to adjourn the reorganization meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Mrs. Burns, are we supposed to go straight in, or are we taking a break till 8? You're muted.
We can go straight into the meeting, Mr. Geller. It's immediately following.
Okay, very good. I'm going to call the meeting to order. We already pledged. Again, please let the record reflect that all board members are present. Once again, anybody wishing to speak or anyone that has a question, I should say, please email it either to the superintendent or directly to the board, and we will respond. You can find our email addresses on the website, district website. Can I have a motion for the approval of minutes from the June 23rd, 2020 planning session?
So moved.
Can I have a second, please?
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Personnel, Mr. Taylor.
May I have a motion for the probationary appointment of Denise Lamatina, Library Media Specialist, effective September 1st, 2020 to August 31st, 2024 for Udall Road Middle School?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of probationary appointment of Lisa Angius, Library Media Specialist, effective September 1st, 2020 to August 31st, 2024 for Beach Street Middle School?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the probationary appointment of Allison Murray, school psychologist, effective September 1st, 2020 to August 31st, 2024 for West Islip High School?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the probationary appointment of Corrine Gaffney, senior office assistant, effective July 22nd, 2020 at district office?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the resignation of Donald Fitzgerald, maintenance mechanic 3, effective July 2nd, 2020?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the retirement of Juanita Labar, part-time food service worker, effective June 27th, 2020, after 24 years?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the special education ESY related service providers for summer 2020 as listed on the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the district-wide printing services for 2020, 2021 as listed on your agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the athletic trainers for 2020, 2021 as listed on your agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the equipment coordinators for 2020, 2021 as listed on your agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the fall 2020 high school coaches as listed on your agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the fall 2020 middle school coaches as listed on your agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
That's all I have, Mr. Geller.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor. Okay. Mrs. Morrison, curriculum update.
Good evening. We are well underway for our instructional planning for the 2021 school year. While our plans are focused on having our teachers and our students back in our classrooms come September, we are also making plans for remote and blended instruction should the need arise. Right now, we have 3 instructional planning committees, one at the elementary level, one at the middle school level, and one at the high school level. The focus of the committees is to plan for a blended instruction or a remote instruction learning model should we have to go that route. 4 meetings have taken place for each of the committees to date. The committees are broken up into subcommittees. The subcommittees are focusing on student assessment of instructional gaps. When we get back to school, we want to make sure that we can very quickly and accurately assess any instructional gaps that our teachers need to address with our students. Another section is curriculum adjustments and prioritizing of standards. preparation for remote instruction and blended instruction, which is going to include things such as scheduling, grading, attendance, professional development, not only for our staff, but also for our parents, because if we are doing some type of remote plan, our parents are a big part of that behind the scenes at home. We are also including stakeholder responsibilities and academic and social emotional interventions in our discussions. And I would really just like to reach out and thank the administrators and the teachers that are sitting on these committees, because great thought, insight, consideration is being put into planning for a successful school year for our K-12 students. So everyone is truly going above and beyond, communicating with each other, making revisions, and really working within the best interest of our students. So thank you very much to our administrative team and our teachers on the committee.
And Dawn, what's the level of guidance, if any, that you've gotten from the state? Is it trickling in or
As
none?
of right now, we have not received guidance from the state. We are awaiting guidance.
Okay.
But I am confident that all of the information that we are putting together and all the input that we are receiving will provide me with enough information that once we get that guidance, I'll be able to pull it and put the plan together.
Great.
Some
Good
really
work.
great stuff.
Thank you.
I would also like to just mention the Special Education Extended Year Summer Services Program. It started last day, July 1st. We have 15 students, K to 8, taking part in the program. I recently had an opportunity to walk through the program. And again, I just need to extend my thanks to Mrs. Dowling and the teachers and the support staff that organized and put that program together. Our students are engaged. They are socially distanced, and most important to me, they are happy to be around one another and interacting with classmates and their teachers. So great job to the summer special education staff, because the students are really, truly enjoying themselves. Thank you.
Unmute. Thank you, Mrs. Morrison. Okay, Mr. McGinnis will discuss the meeting of the Buildings and Grounds Committee.
Thank you. Committee met this evening at 7 p.m. virtually. Committee members in attendance were myself and Anne-Marie LaRosa. Other board members in attendance: Steve Geller, Tom Compitello, Pete McCann, Rich Antonello, and Anthony Tussi. Administrators present: Superintendent Burns, Lisa Pilati, James Bassi, Brian Taylor, and Wayne DeMarzo. The meeting started with a update on the bonds. Mr. Bassi updated the committee as to the status of the district's Phase 4B and Phase 5 bond projects currently underway during the summer. All are on track to be completed, with the exception of the planetarium, as well as the Udall Family and Consumer Sciences classroom renovation will begin this month, but some cabinets and casework manufacturing is expected to be delayed. October is a tentative completion date. Also, they had a request to better accommodate bathroom use at the high school to help with social distancing. Request has been made to renovate one of the previously closed bathrooms that was not originally targeted for update. It's been closed for many years, but will help us going forward. So they're going to get a price and come back to the committee. There was a discussion on adult education. There is question whether the adult education program can proceed. However, if there are classes that can be run virtually, that would be a good option for us to pursue. Overall summer building and facility permits. The issuance of permits is on hold pending guidance from the Executive and State Education Department. Permits and insurance information is being accepted so the process can be expedited once schools are given approval to open the facilities. An addendum will be added to the applications to ensure the organizations understand their obligation to follow established protocols to safeguard the health and safety of all the users. COVID-related supplies was discussed. Personal protective equipment and COVID-related cleaning supplies are being ordered in anticipation of a September return to school. Many items have proven to be more expensive than anticipated. The meeting concluded at about 7:20.
Thank you, Mr. McGinnis. The agenda lists Special Education Committee. There was no meeting of the Special Education Committee, but I would like a motion for the approval of the placements of students with disabilities as contained in your backup. Can I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, Mrs. LaRosa will discuss the policy committee. Muted.
I'm sorry. Okay. So for policy tonight, we are talking about the annual review of the following policies. Number 5412, purchasing procedures. Number 5421, procurement of goods and services. Number 5610, insurance. Number 5623, use of school-owned materials and equipment. Number 5683, district-wide safety committee. Number 6150, alcohol, drugs, and other substances, school personnel. Number 7320, alcohol, drugs, and other substances, students. Tonight is also the first reading for number 6110, Code of Ethics for all district personnel.
This muting, unmuting thing is just cumbersome.
Gotta
Thank you,
get
Mrs.
it done.
Thank you, Mrs. LaRosa.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Mr. Vols, I'm sorry, excuse me, Mr. Geller. Mr. Vols, do we need to take a vote on the annual reviews?
You don't have to, but it's always advisable to just pass a resolution accepting the policies submitted for annual review.
Okay, can I have a motion to accept the policies as read for annual review?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
May I just add, the policy on Code of Ethics for all district personnel, the only change was required by the auditor, the NICED auditor from, I guess, before we left for COVID. So we have made that adjustment. I am wondering if the board would be willing to waive the second reading and accept it. The only language is required by the state.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Can I have a motion to approve policy 6110, Code of Ethics for all district personnel?
So moved.
Tom?
Can I just ask that that motion have to waive the second reading and to approve?
Okay, can I amend the motion to include a waiving of the second reading and approving the policy 6110?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Okay, finally, Mrs. Pilati.
Thank you. Our treasurer's report for the month of May had a beginning balance of $53,611,355.50 and an ending balance of $58,989,582.44. May I have a motion for the approval of budget transfers 3879 through 3900 for the general fund and 3880 through 3893 for the capital fund?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the request for proposal as listed on the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of bid extension RFP 452 for dishwashing and cleaning supplies?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the contracts as listed on the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of health services contracts 2019-2020 as listed on the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the resolution to bid jointly on food service commodities, food and food service supplies for the 2020-21 school year?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of a resolution for income eligibility guidelines for free and reduced prices meals or free milk 2020-21?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of a resolution for the breakfast program exemption for 2020-21?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of services agreements for 2020-21 as listed on the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of in-car driver education instructions with vehicles professional service agreement 2020-21 with Suffolk Auto Driving School?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Pilati. Okay, can I have a motion for the approval of the Smart Web Consultant Services Agreement for 2020-2021 as contained in your backup?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Mrs. Burns?
Thank you, Mr. Geller. You heard earlier Mrs. Morrison speak about the great work that our instructional committees are doing in anticipation for September. There also are 6 other subcommittees that are working on our reentry plan, so we are prepared for when the state tells us exactly what we need to do in order to return our students back to the classroom. Those various committees include exploring our daily operations, how best to support the health and wellness of both our students and staff, how best to support our facility use in a safe and effective manner, our cleaning and personal protective equipment, our transportation, arrival and dismissal process, and also preparing our stakeholders for their return to school. So there's a lot of good work going on across the district, chaired by various administrators. And I think we are making great headway, just as we are in the instructional areas. I believe that we will be prepared for when the state does tell us that they are ready for us to respond. We will be in good stead. So I do want to also extend my appreciation for everyone that is involved in the process. There's a lot of great thought going into it and a lot of good work resulting. We will be sending out a survey within the next week to all of our parents, eliciting some feedback as far as this entire reentry process goes. It will touch upon curriculum and instruction, as well as a variety of other areas. And finally, you may recall that our graduation is tentatively scheduled for July 31st. We are obviously watching very closely any changes that may come from the governor's office within the next few weeks. I am not sure we are going to see any change to the 150-person maximum due to some of the things that are going on across the country as it relates to the coronavirus. We are working on an alternate plan that will try to maintain the integrity of our traditional graduation as much as possible. And I will be looking to share that with you once I have an opportunity to meet with Dr. Bridgman and his team within the next few days.
Thank you, Mrs. Burns. Okay, anybody have anything else? All right, once again, this would be the time where ordinarily we would make an invitation for the public to speak. Of course, we can't do that in this format, but if anybody has a question for the board or the superintendent, please email it to us. You can find the email addresses on the district website, and we'll be happy to respond to you. Okay, can I have a motion to adjourn to executive session where the board may discuss personnel, negotiations, and litigation?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Have a good evening, everybody. Be safe and be well.